one. Today we are going to discuss about income from house property. Income from house property. Income from house property categorized in four types. One is let out property for residence or commercial. Second one is self-occupied property. Third one is deemed to let out. Fourth one is partly let out, partly self-occupied. Okay, let them see now. Let out property for residential, let out property for residence or commercial. Okay, before going to that, we have to know about the rental values. So the types of rentals. The types of rentals are classified into four types. One is municipal rental value. Second one is fair rental value. Third one is actual rental value. Fourth one is standard rental value. First one is municipal rental value. The municipal rental value means municipal authorities fixed by the rental value for imposing the taxes on the house property. Next one, fair rental value. The fair rental value refers to that rent similar type of house in the same locality, that is called fair rental value. Next one, actual rental value. Actual rental value means actual rent received from the tenant is to be treated as an actual rental value. Standard rental value. Standard rental value means here, so the rent under Rent Control Act decided the rental value, then it is to be treated as a standard rental value. So that is the types of rental values here. Okay, let them see now. Let out property for residence or commercial. So when the house property let out throughout the year, when the house property let out throughout the year, then the following procedure is required for calculation of taxable income from house property. Step 1 means first you have to be calculated gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, the two steps is required. First one, expected rental value. Expected rental value, the higher amount of the following. Okay, first one, municipal rental value. Second one is fair rental value. Expected rental value, higher amount of the following. Step 2, gross annual value. Gross annual value, higher amount of the following. One is expected rental value, second one is actual rental value. Okay, so the gross annual value treated as higher amount in step 2. Look at the one. First one is let out property for residence or commercial. When the property let out throughout the year, that means there is no vacant period. When the property let out throughout the year, okay, so for calculation of taxable income from house property, the following procedure is required. First, we have to be calculate gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, two steps is required. Step 1, expected rental value. Expected rental value, higher amount of the following. One, municipal rental value. Second one, fair rental value. Right. Next one, step 2, gross annual value, higher amount of the following. Expected rental value, actual rental value. Right. Gross annual value is equal to higher amount in step 2. So the gross annual value is to be treated as higher amount in step 2. Right. Next procedure. So calculation of taxable income from house property of dash for the assessment year 2020-2021. First, gross annual value less municipal taxes. Then we find out net annual value. Net annual value is equal to gross annual value minus municipal taxes. Remember one thing, the most important thing is here, always municipal taxes paid only by the owner of the house. If the owner of the house paid by the municipal taxes, then only it is allowed for deduction from the gross annual value. If tenant paid municipal taxes, the municipal taxes are not allowed to deduct from annual value. So, what is the meaning of that? If the municipal taxes paid by the tenant, if the municipal taxes paid by the tenant in any cases, that municipal taxes not allowed for deduction from gross annual value. Okay. Gross annual value minus municipal taxes. So, the municipal taxes always paid by the owner only. If the municipal taxes paid by the owner, then only the municipal taxes allowed to deduct from gross annual value. Otherwise, it is not allowed for deduction. So, gross annual value minus municipal taxes, that is equal to net annual value. Next one, deductions under section 24. So, two deductions are allowed under section 24. One is under section 24A, standard deduction or statutory deduction. Standard deduction allowed 30% on net annual value. Standard deduction allowed 30% on net annual value. Next one. So, interest on borrowed capital under section 24B. Interest on borrowed capital. In this, interest on loan. If the loan taken for construction or repair of house, then interest on loan allowed deduction under section 24B. If the loan is taken for purchasing of house, if the loan is taken for purchasing of the house, okay, then that interest is also allowed deduction. If the loan taken before construction of the house, if it is, then the interest on loan allowed in 5 equal installments. Don't forget that one. If the loan taken before construction of the house, then interest on loan only. Interest on loan allowed deduction under section 24B in 5 equal installments. Okay, if the loan taken after construction of house, the total interest on loan allowed deduction. There is no limit for that. So, before construction, after construction. If the loan taken before construction of the house, it is allowed in 5 equal installments under section 24B. If the loan taken after construction of the house, okay, interest on loan, okay, fully amount allowed deduction. But the cause is necessary. The loan taken in which purpose? Either for construction or for repairs. The loan must be taken for the house repairs, purchases or any one of that. Okay, right. The following procedure is required. So, net annual value minus deductions under section 24. Then finally we find out the taxable income from house property. This is the procedure required for calculation of taxable income from house property. Once again, briefly I am telling that. First one, income from house property are classified into 4 types. One is let out property for residence or commercial. Second one, self-occupied property. Third one, deemed to be let out. Fourth one, partly let out, partly self-occupied. First model, let out property for residence or commercial. If the house property let out throughout the year, that means there is no vacant period, then the following procedure is required for calculation of taxable income from house property. So, first one, calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, 2 steps is required. First, step 1, expected rental value, higher amount of the following: municipal rental value, second one fair rental value. Step 2, gross annual value. Gross annual value, okay, point 1, expected rental value. Second one, actual rental value. Higher amount of the following is to be treated as a gross annual value. Then, coming to this part, calculation of taxable income from house property. Gross annual value minus municipal taxes. If the municipal taxes is paid by the owner, then the municipal taxes are allowed deduction. Gross annual value minus municipal taxes is to be treated as a net annual value. Right. Deductions under section 24. Okay. The two deductions are allowed under section 24. First one, deduction under section 24A, standard deduction. Standard deduction allowed 30% on net annual value. Next one, interest on borrowed capital under section 24B. So these two deductions are allowed under section 24. One is 24A standard deduction. Second one is interest on borrowed capital under section 24B. So the two amounts deducted from net annual value, then finally we find out the taxable income from house property. Okay, the main important points is otherwise the remaining expenses are not allowed for deductions. For example, collection charges, if collection charges paid by the owner, if local taxes paid by the owner, if some of the expenditure expended by the owner for repairs. So these are all expenditures are not allowed for deductions. Only one deduction is allowed, that is municipal taxes. Next one, interest on loan. Okay, so the two deductions are allowed only whenever we are calculated income from house property. First one is municipal taxes, second one is interest on loan. So remaining of that, okay, so remaining of that, otherwise any expenditures we should not allow the deduction. So this is the procedure we have to be followed when the house let out throughout the year. Okay, let them see now exercise problem 1. Let them see now exercise problem number 1. Compute income from house property of X from the following information. Compute income from house property of X from the following information. Okay, this is the exercise problem for let out property for residence. Let out property for residence. Okay, it is let out throughout the year. Don't forget that one. It is let out throughout the year because there is no vacant period information is available. That's why. Okay, look at that one. Particulars amount, municipal value, fair rental value, actual rental value, municipal taxes. So if there is no information, that means the municipal taxes paid by the owner only. Okay, interest on loan 10,000. So cause of loan taken is available. Loan taken for construction of house, no problem at all. Repairs 2,000, collection charges 3,000. So from that information we have to be calculate taxable income from house property. Taxable income from house property. So for calculation of taxable income from house property, so the following procedure is required. First one is calculation of gross annual value. Calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, 2 steps is required. Step 1, expected rental value. Step 2, gross annual value. Step 1, expected rental value. So higher amount of the following. 1, municipal rental value. Second one, fair rental value. First one, municipal rental value. Okay, so what is the municipal rental value here? Look at this one. Municipal rental value 40,000 rupees. Second one, fair rental value. How much it is? 60,000. 60,000. Once again, for calculation of taxable income from house property, okay, two procedures is required. One is calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, two steps is required. Step 1, expected rental value. Expected rental value, higher amount of the following. 1, municipal rental value. Second one is fair rental value. Municipal rental value, how much amount is this? 40,000. Next one, fair rental value, how much? 60,000. Higher amount of the following. Higher amount of the following, 60,000. Okay, next, step 2, gross annual value. Higher amount of the following. Higher amount of the following. First one, expected rental value, how much? Expected rental value, 60,000. Next one, actual rental value. Look at this one. Actual rental value, 70,000. That is equal to 70,000. So, higher amount of the following is to be treated as a gross annual value. Higher amount of the following is to be treated as a gross annual value. So, the gross annual value is equal to 70,000. The gross annual value is to be treated as a 70,000. Once again, don't be confused. Very simple problem it is. Calculation of gross annual value. For calculation of gross annual value, two steps is required. Step 1, expected rental value, higher amount of the following. Point 1, municipal rental value. Okay. Point 1, municipal rental value, 40,000. Second one, fair rental value. Fair rental value, 60,000. Okay. So, higher amount of the following treated as expected rental value. Higher amount of the following. Expected rental value is equal to 60,000 because 60,000 is the higher amount. Step 2, gross annual value. Higher amount of the following. 1, expected rental value. So, this value is step 1, 60,000. Second one, actual rental value. Look at this. Actual rental value, actual rent received, 70,000. So, higher amount of this treated as a gross annual value. Higher amount how much? 70,000. 70,000 is to be treated as a gross annual value. Okay, this is the procedure for calculation of gross annual value. Okay, next one. Calculation of taxable income from house property of X for the assessment year 2020-2021. Particulars, amount. Okay. First one, gross annual value. How much amount gross annual value? 70,000. Is it right now? So, 70,000. Next one, less municipal taxes paid. How much amount of municipal taxes paid here? 5,000. Okay, right, 5,000. So 70,000 minus 5,000, 65,000 rupees amount treated as net annual value. 65,000 rupees amount treated as net annual value. Next, deductions under section 24. First one, standard deduction under section 24A. Already I have explained the standard deduction allowed 30% on net annual value. So, 65,000 into 30 by 100. 65,000 into 35 by 100, that is equal to 19,500. 65,000 into 30 by 100, that is equal to 19,500. Second one, interest on loan under section 24B. So, interest on loan under section 24B, how much amount paid interest? 10,000. So, interest on loan 10,000. 19,500 plus 10,000, that is equal to 29,500. So, this 29,500 rupees amount deducted from net annual value. So 29,500, 65,000 minus 29,500, that is equal to 35,500 is to be treated as a taxable income from house property. Okay, first one, gross annual value, how much? 70,000 minus municipal taxes 5,000, that is equal to, then we find out the net annual value. From net annual value we are allowed two deductions. One is deductions under section 24, two deductions. One is standard deduction under section 24A. Standard deduction under section 24A allowed 30% on net annual value. So 65,000 into 30 by 100, 19,500. Second one, interest on loan under section 24B, 10,000. Total amount 29,500. So this 29,500 deducted from net annual value. Then finally we find out 35,500 is to be treated as a net income from the house property. Net taxable income from the house property. Okay, remaining the two transactions is there here. One is repairs, second one is collection charges. Repairs and collection charges not allowed for deduction. So instead of that, standard deduction 30% allowed here. So that's why the repairs and collection charges not allowed for deduction. Okay, this is the example for whenever let out property is available in the problem, and also be that so it is let out throughout the year. If it is let out throughout the year, then the following procedure is required for calculation of taxable income from house property. Okay, so first we are calculating gross annual value, then we calculated the taxable income from house property. So for calculation of gross annual value, two steps is required. One is expected rental value. Okay, that expected rental value calculated higher amount of the following: municipal value, fair rental value. Municipal value 40,000, fair rental value 60,000. Higher amount of this 60,000 is to be treated as expected rental value. Then step 2, gross annual value. Gross annual value, higher amount of the following: one is expected rental value 60,000, second one is actual rental value 70,000. Higher amount of this 70,000. Okay, next one, calculation of taxable income from house property X for the assessment year 2020-2021. First one, gross annual value 70,000 less municipal taxes 5,000. The municipal taxes paid by the owner, not by the tenant, because if there is no information is available for municipal taxes, automatically it is to be treated as that municipal taxes are paid by the owner. That's enough. Okay, gross annual value 70,000 less municipal taxes paid 5,000. Then net annual value 65,000. Okay, next procedure, deductions under section 24. So the two deductions are allowed under section 24. One is standard deduction under section 24A. Okay, 30%. So net annual value into 30 by 100, 19,500. Interest on loan, allowed deduction under section 24B. Interest on loan taken for construction of house 10,000, 10,000. Total 29,500. Okay, deducted from net annual value 65,000. Then finally we find out 35,500 taxable income from salary. Okay, there are two transactions is there. One is repairs and second one is collection charges. Repairs 2,000, collection charges 3,000, not allowed for deduction. Okay, this is the procedure how to be followed whenever it is let out property available in the problem, and also with that the total let out property let out throughout the year. If the vacant period is not available, the following procedure is required. Thank you.